Good morning, VeChain Army. It's your boy Boomin coming at you with yet another video, guys. Go ahead and do all the things that the algorithm likes for me. Let's get right into the show. So VeChain still at 3 cents. I think we're slowly recovering from the mass liquidation that happened about a week ago. Prices aren't falling as fast, and hopefully we can get back up and running. I think that's going to happen very, very soon. I think whales are still accumulating. They took massive profits last week, and now I think we're getting back into the accumulation phase of the market. Coins are already recovering from the dip. Obviously, we got a lot more to recover, but it still is looking pretty good for a mass liquidation at that scale. I think it was over like $2 or $3 billion liquidated in a matter of hours, and crypto didn't collapse like last time. So I still think we're in a good position, guys, and I'm still bullish. All right, I'm still bullish. I'm just using this as discount time. So definitely exciting. Let's go ahead and move on. There's not too much VeChain news, but looks like we have a new partnership here called VeChain, refi settlement layer, real world impact and innovation, pioneering real-fi and real world assets for real world impact. The world's waking up to tokenization, and VeChain is here to bridge the blockchain innovation with real world value. As real-fi settlement layer on VeChain Official, we are setting the stage for the next evolution of real world asset adoption. Here's how we're making it happen. So let's take a look, guys. So amplifying VeChain's real world success, strong foundation enterprise adoption. VeChain extends its vision, unlocking EVM compatibility and scalable infrastructure to onboard institutional and Web3 native projects. That's pretty cool. Tokenization isn't just about hype, it's about the future of finance. We're creating an ecosystem where traditional assets, carbon credits, sustainable bonds, and impact-driven investments can thrive on chain. Biggest barrier to real world adoption: ease and use and compliance. VeChain is building the infrastructure, security, liquidity layers needed to bridge Web 2 finance and Web 3 innovation. Empowering builders and innovators. We're not just talking, we're enabling with VeChain ecosystem grant, 25 to 250K. We're funding projects that align with real refi, sustainability, and real world tokenization. That's pretty cool. And the 16 trillion real world asset market is just the beginning. As Web3, as institutions of Web3 converge, VeChain is positioning itself as scalable, secure, accessible settlement layer to accelerate this transition. Now, the good thing about this is, guys, is that there's more than 16 trillion. Larry Fink, he says that there could be $90 trillion in assets that could be tokenized. And BlackRock CEO is all about ETFs. They're all about tokenization. They're all about real world assets. And VeChain could be in the driver's seat there. That's why we're bullish on it. And yeah, guys, so new partnership with VeChain. Let's actually take a look here at their site. Settlement layer. Every transaction builds a path to real world impact. VeChain seamlessly integrates blockchain innovation with real-fi principles, supporting sustainability, ESG initiatives, and real world assets to empower communities and developers in creating dApps that drive meaningful change. So that is pretty cool, guys. Partnerships here. There we go. All right, guys, let's move on here. And finally, we got a BCG video here. I like to play these because obviously VeChain's taking a lot of advice from BCG, and some of that advice, some of that consulting is coming to fruit with VWorld. So let's take a look at which one should we look at. Let's see. Let's try this one here. Leading with optimism in a volatile world.
We are in Davos, WEF. I think it's great to be back here, Niraj. So how do you summarize your experience in Davos in 2025?
So Sakiran, it's absolutely great to be here. there's always a mood coming into Davos, and the mood changes as you meet leaders across a few days. And I'm feeling more optimistic about the world as those few days have elapsed. I'm always an optimist person, as you know that. But as I've had the discussion with leaders across various parts of the world, I feel there is more reason to be optimistic, but with high volatility in the world around us. What about you? How are you feeling?
I completely share that, the same view about that optimism. But let me summarize that, key topics of this year. My impression, I think 50% coming from the AI, generative AI, and 30% coming from the geopolitics, and the remaining 20% is coming from energy transition. And it's interesting to say that these are the three components. I think that a portion of AI has increased compared to the last years, in my view. But this time, it really struck me is I think these three components are really well connected with each other. So, for example, in order to accelerate the AI, we really need to have the right power. So that comes down to the topic of the energy transition. And in order to secure the energy transition, we really have to think about that, the geopolitics. So all the leaders are talking with each other by combining these three components. It's really fascinating and discuss this kind of important topic, particularly in the beginning of the year. How do you think?
So I use this phrase that there is an intelligence revolution happening in the world around us, and there's also a clean energy revolution happening around us. It is exciting to see these two revolutions play out as we speak. And absolutely, I think the geopolitics of the world will shape the fact that they build on each other or they get divided. But either way, I think both of these are going to power right ahead. And there's a lot of opportunity for our clients. And that is the reason for the optimism as well. While geopolitics is the reason not to be optimistic, but these two revolutions give you a lot of reason to be optimistic as well.
I agree. And also that, I met, I think, many leaders from the APAC region, India, Southeast Asia, Japan. I think that my impression, they are really optimistic.
So let me ask you, how would you score the global leaders and the Asian leaders on optimism on a scale of 1 to 10?
I think that the 8 to 9 is rather in the camp of the optimistic or cautiously optimistic about the future. That's my view. And then I think that they really want to be optimistic, although they need to overcome lots of the challenges, obstacles, as we discussed that the energy transition and geopolitics. But still, they really feel that the power of APAC, like the resources, capital, and even the culture. They are willing to export that concept to the rest of the world. That's how I feel this year particularly. How about you?
No, I agree with you. My advice to the leaders would be, there is optimism, there is opportunity. At the same time, there is volatility. And volatility means you have to be thoughtful in how you exercise your dollars, in how you exercise your talent, and which opportunities you go after thoughtfully. And that's the one thought I would have. What is one advice you would have for the leaders?
I mean, being optimistic, I think that's most important thing. But at the same time, let's acquire a new muscle, being intelligent, being smart enough to be ready to overcome these coming challenge, uncertainties. That's.
Now, he did say something very interesting there about volatility. He talked a lot about volatility. Now, volatility can be scary. Volatility can be uncertain. But one thing about volatility is, yes, it could go the wrong way, especially in the crypto market. We know that, well, prices could go up and they can go down, but there's also another side with volatility. Okay, new opportunities change, new coins coming out, new opportunities for careers. NFTs were brought on about volatility. Meme coins were brought on about volatility. So with that volatility, there's pros and cons, and you need to be prepared for the opportunity once that volatility hits so that you could take advantage of it. All right, guys. Love y'all. Keep chopping wood. I'll talk to you soon with a VeChain Cardano updates. Have an amazing day. Goodbye.